Hello and welcome to my pain and misery. Going back to Enchanted Earth.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say we're going back to Chain of Memories, and I was about to.
So that would be pain and suffering.
It's a different kind of pain and suffering, but it still is.
Yeah, no, please don't. No.
Oh, you don't want to do Chain of Memories?
No.
Why not?
And for one, you keep calling it Chain of Memories, and the GBA version's even worse.
I mean, the GBA version's more tolerable. Come on, you can get in there. Yeah. Hey, why is it seem this is rigged? I want a refund.
Pretty sure we actually already saw this cutscene, but it's been a while, so.
It doesn't make it any less upsetting that I don't get to see his helmet.
I know, the helmets don't show up in the cutscenes, and it bugs me too.
Stupid pre-rendered cutscene. Was that a pre-rendered cutscene? I actually don't know.
It doesn't look pre-rendered, but it probably is.
Yeah, what else would it be? A post-rendered cutscene?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, it's probably just like a CG cutscene they put in or something. You know, with my new computer, whenever it gets to pre-rendered cutscenes, it bugs the hell out of me because it goes from, like... sometimes it'll go from, like, I'll have an FPS counter, and it just goes up to, like, from... Oh, no. A good example is Borderlands 3. The pre-rendered cutscenes... I got it for free. I didn't buy it on Epic, because I would never do that. But anyways,
Lucky. I tried to redeem my code, it wouldn't let me.
That's... Well...
Yeah, that's the problem I was telling you about earlier today, where I was...
away, luckily.
Yeah,
but
it wouldn't let me redeem my codes.
But yeah, like, it runs in 60 FPS, but as soon as it gets to a pre-rendered cutscene, it drops to 30, and it's very jarring. Or sometimes I'll have an FPS counter, even though this doesn't really matter in the long run. Some pre-rendered cutscenes are capped at 60 FPS, but I'm running it at a capped or uncapped FPS, or like 200 FPS or 140 FPS or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the game decides that it wants to drop down to 60 because it's pre-rendered, and I guess because it's pre-rendered, it'll ruin something will happen if it just automatically jumps into it. But it's just a little observation I've noticed. I've got a good new PC now. It feels really good to be able to run everything at about 60 FPS. You know what's really weird now, though? I don't know how I'm going to treat my PS4, because one thing I treated my PS4 a lot for was because I knew my computer wasn't that good, I never bought new games, so I would use my PS4 as a good substitute.
Honestly, I did that a lot, too. So, nowadays, it's just for exclusives, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to say, what am I going to use it for? Exclusives, or what? Like, so I was thinking, right? Now that I have a 60 FPS computer and I've played Dark Souls 3 in 60 FPS finally, because I never did that before, I only played it in 30. It's like seeing the game in a whole new world, and now I'm like, yeah, but what about Sekiro? But I have that on PS4. Do I want to buy it again?
Knowing you, the answer is yes.
Yeah, honestly, probably. I mean, a game like that in 60 FPS... Mwah. Sounds beautiful. Almost
I
as
would
beautiful.
criticize you over it, but honestly, I'm the kind of person that will buy the same game 4 times. So
look, no one's allowed to criticize anybody on it because everyone probably owns 5 copies without knowing it. So whatever.
You completely lagged out.
I said people probably no one's allowed to complain because people probably have like 5 copies of Sonic 1 without knowing about it. So whatever. That's gonna be my new
excuse. Do you own Sonic Generations? You have a copy of Sonic 1, just from that.
I'm legitimately, anytime somebody's like, why would you play that game a 5th time?
Alright, are we ready to be idiots that conquer the world, probably even worse than Zarek? Let's go! Be the heroes you were always meant to be!
Please don't get hit by the first arrow.
No promises. I don't really remember how you're supposed to figure this out. I remember I just mashed buttons in a random order and I got it. And also, I cannot
I'm not
figure it
telling
at all, and I only just noticed that.
We could spend the entire part here. We could spend 2 parts here for all I care. I'm not telling you. Granted, I'll probably suffer if I have to sit here and look at you try this for like an hour, more than 10 minutes probably. God, what was it? Was it the last part or 2 parts before? I'm pretty sure it was the last part. That was
the revisit to the ant farm. Yeah, I think it's this. Yeah. I can't hear the playback anymore. That is really strange, huh? I had not noticed that till now. OBS crashed for a second. Sorry.
Is it still fine?
Yeah, it's fine. It just crashed for a second. You have to come back here for the chalice. Oh, that's why I came in.
hate chalices. Unless it's the Holy Grail. That is the only chalice I agree with.
I should have left that. Alright. Time to show off why this level's so hard. There it is. We're gonna get encounters with those shadow demon things we saw at the opening cutscene, and they are really difficult. They hit like trucks. But they hit like trucks without the helmet. The helmet just makes it worse. And there's a boss at the end of this level. We are so screwed. You see a lot of flailing like this. Just desperately hope you don't get hit too much.
Ah! I just love how I hear myself in the distance.
And my sword ran out of energy, whatever. Still my best weapon, probably.
Ah?
Ah!
Ah.
Get off on that.
Don't put
How
it
am I
in
on
his mouth.
spears?
He's gonna just drop all that gold.
He is.
Which is unacceptable.
87.
You know what? 27.
87. Chalice percent.
42.
Is there any shadows if I go back here? No, but there's these things suddenly. Okay.
You know, I'm disappointed. This isn't really that crazy.
I mean, you
No.
say that, but look how much health I've lost.
I thought you would die like 20 times over by now.
I kind of did too, actually.
And I'm a little disappointed. And by a little, I mean greatly.
Oh, well. Wish granted.
Game over. You lose. Save deleted. What if that happened to you?
Where? Where?
It's like a hidden passive on Dan's helmet. Delete saved game.
Deletes PS4 operating system.
Deletes PS4. It's just there 1 second. The next second, you hear a little pop. It's just gone.
So you just don't have a PS4 anymore all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's gone. What do you do? I'll tell you what you do. You sit and you cry because there's probably nothing else that you can do about it.
I'm kind of curious how much damage this thing does, because I remember the original longbow did virtually nothing. I tested that in the last video.
It's a bow that has good length. Why do you think it's called a longbow?
It's called a long... I thought it was called a medium range, but... Oh, okay.
Where is the medium range bow? There's the short bow and then there's the long bow. Where is the medium bow? That's what, if I ever make an RPG game in my lifetime, I'm gonna make that. The middle bow.
This thing still needs way too many arrows to be viable. I don't want to waste my spears, though. I'm going to want this for the boss.
Crossbow.
I mean, honestly, crossbow's probably the best pick.
Exactly. Use it. Why do you think I suggested it? I mean, it was half joke, half serious, to be fair, but...
Ooh, money. It's barely any money, but it's money.
Yeah, after you just gave it to that goblin head stone statue thing. What would you even call those?
I'm not actually sure.
Would you call them a statue? Would you call them like yeah, what would you call them? That just kind of occurred to me, like
I'm sure they have a name, I just am not deep enough into the medieval fandom to know.
I like medieval stuff, but not even I know.
Don't get me wrong, I like the game a lot, but I don't spend all day every day on the subreddit that's almost dead.
I mean, are you surprised?
Not really. The game came out to very little fanfare. I mean, for what it's worth, I don't think anybody outright hated the remake. It's just...
They just kind of came out.
Yeah. It didn't get the same treatment that the Crash and Spyro trilogies did. Which I kind of think is what Sony is banking on. Sony has a terrible habit of, if their exclusives don't sell like hotcakes, they just completely abandon it.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at you, Gravity Rush. They were supposed to support that for like 5 years and they didn't even give it one.
Why would you get rid of the eggs again?
Because there isn't that in the third one. You need it. The rune.
Did you just say Darude?
The rune.
Oh. But you said Darude. I was about to say Sandstorm?
Look, I know my voice is still stuffy, but... Come on.
Say the rune. He's sick, by the way, guys. Say the rune.
Probably should have mentioned that before the 12-minute mark, but you know.
Yeah. I kind of forgot. I think I just adjusted to the sick voice. Because, I mean, like, it's stuffy, but it's, like, not super duper 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 noticeable. But you can tell if you, like, really pay attention. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I didn't mention it, nobody would mention it. And would have known, really. Like, that's how hard it is to really tell. At least, well, I mean, I say that, but I heard it immediately.
Yeah.
So
Then again, you probably know what my voice sounds like more than the average viewer on here does.
Unless they've seen every single video of ours.
I'm gonna watch this again because it froze last time, so...
Fair enough. What if somebody watched every single video of ours?
I mean,
What if we just have one lingering fan that's since the beginning?
We have videos with only a single view, and I know for a fact they're me, so...
Look, you never know. What if it's not actually counting you, and it's this one lingering fan that has been like, woo! New Yogaidr video! For the past almost 10 years. 9 years.
I mean, there is such a thing as silent fans, but...
This would be next level silent fans.
Seriously.
This would be Darude Sandstorm. Say it.
It would be Darude.
Yeah!
What I said didn't even sound like Darude.
Darude. More like Dorito. Yeah, those have nothing in common. I just wanted to say Dorito, I'll be honest.
Go back.
I'm not a memer still, but...
I am so gonna die again.
Yes. Yes.
Like, finding these things is purely luck at this point. Later on, it's easier, but With the weapon set we have now, it is luck.
You could say that Mayo is unlucky.
Wait, actually, do I still have health left out of this vent here?
Good question.
I do. Not a lot, but...
Yeah, I'd say probably not a lot.
Look, it's like a hit. I'll take it.
One hit's better than no hits, so take that as you will with the few hits that you have.
I have to do here again.
What would you say is the hardest level?
This one? Like, no joke, after this, it's relatively smooth sailing because the weapons you get are just gonna make it a total cakewalk.
You're gonna regret saying that.
Oh, I know, there are still hard-ish levels, but...
You're gonna regret saying that just on the pretense of
Let's Player's Curse, I know.
Yeah. You know how Let's Player's Curse is.
I've been around the block for too long, my friend.
You and me both.
Why is that... Okay, so that entrance right there is cursed. Or exit. I don't know why, but almost every time, it auto-walks you in here, and you'll just walk against this side for a few seconds. You can't jump out of it or anything. It's just... You're just there.
Maybe it's trying to load something?
Maybe?
And it's being really weird about it? I don't know, it's just a guess.
I'm gonna cap off my spears too, just in case. Because I'm using the spears for the boss. They're by far the best weapon to use. Just because of the damage they do.
That.
Okay, inventory, I need the Shadow Talisman.
I need somebody to hate on Dan. Dan the man. Don't get hit by the first arrow.
Is the second arrow okay?
Yes.
Okay, as long as we establish that.
So long as it's not the first arrow. Alright, so there's, if we're going by Ghost and Goblin logic, these are the two Satans, and the final boss will be the devil.
Demonettes. You know what? Close enough.
Still, it's always the weirdest thing about Ghosts and Goblins. It's funny, though. I don't know if you knew that that was a thing.
It sounds about right. Oh, one of them went down. No, no, please. Please, no. No, no, no!
Aw. I was being quiet because I wanted to hear the ding!
I was really hoping that was actually going to be it and it wasn't going to be that bad, but no.
Mayo, you asked for too much.
I do. Like, the boss itself isn't that hard. The problem is you're going to have basically no health by the time you get there.
Are you even allowed to say the boss itself isn't the problem when you just lost to him?
I mean,
Or
it's
to
not
them?
the problem. I had only like a bar and a half of health left by that point.
Fair enough.
Don't want to waste my spears just yet,
I'm gonna sing a song.
since the vendor's locked off until after you unlock thing with the shadow demons. So yay! Do not know if that's actually what they're called, but
This really is Halloween. There's demons and devils and witches and that terrifying creature that I don't like to think about.
the other witch.
No. Just don't acknowledge that it is a thing. Oh.
That one's not even that scary looking.
Don't acknowledge the existence of it. If you pretend it doesn't exist, then it doesn't exist. If you can't see it, Mayo, then how is it there?
That is horrible logic.
No. If you can't see it, then it's not there.
Repeating it doesn't make it true. Granted, the opposite's also true. It also doesn't make it false.
Exactly. You can't prove anything. Well, you actually probably could. But that's besides the point.
Run a little low on ammo there. Nice, maybe. I really don't want to resort to spears already, but honestly, what are the odds I'm going to end up using 30 spears by the time I get to the vendor at this point?
I don't think you're going to use that many. I think it's statistically possible, but potentially implausible. Statistically.
I just really don't like having to go to this stage because it's really hard.
Do you like doing statistics, Mayo?
I mean, depends on the statistic. Could
No,
be worse.
You're supposed to say no. It's math. And what is one of our slogans?
But we're scientists.
Yeah, but we hate math.
How does that... of course.
Just because we're scientists doesn't necessarily gonna like math. Like, where's the logic in that?
Like, are we like the kind of scientists that say we're scientists, but it's almost kind of a gray area if we are or not? We're the psychologists of the scientist group.
We're the Dark Souls of scientists.
Oh no, even worse.
I think my name is being called. I think I have to be right back.
Alright.
Just give me a second before I 100% confirm that. Yeah, I'll be right back a second.
Alright. I'm not wasting any spears so far. Whoop. Still want the money. And... fire... doodad, doodad. Oh wait, can I not skip this? Okay, I can't skip it. So it didn't matter. Okay then. Sorry about that. Gonna skip it now. I just realized I'm at 0% for the chalice. It doesn't even count anything you kill at this point. I don't want to collect this vial, because I'm going to want that later. I'm very much doing... It didn't make me walk this time! Wait. Get out of my face. There goes one.
I was given the power of food.
Ooh, it's a good power.
Hmm. Or is it? Actually, if I could summon food at will, that'd be great.
I mean, it'd be one of the most basic powers, and it'd also be a really cool one, so...
Hmm.
Yes, okay, I was just saying, pretty sure I missed one. I should have 87% at this point. Did I miss another one? You know what? Dude, they're kind of fast.
I wouldn't know. I had to step away.
Well, whatever. There's a few of them over here.
Did you die again?
No.
Then. Here, let me
the
help you.
particularly hard part doesn't show up until after you let the treatments go. So
Here, let me help you. Let me have the controller.
Look, how am I supposed to throw it into the basement?
You mean out of the basement?
Look, I don't do geography. Oh, okay.
I don't think you really can. You've been stuck in here for so long. I have too. I don't even know our location anymore.
Last
Like,
I heard of something about North Dakota.
Like, we're really confused. We say Arizona, we say California, but the reality is, are even one of those technically true?
I'm telling you, North Dakota. That's why it's so cold all the time.
No, I think that's just the unbreakable steel.
Another unskippable cutscene. Yeah, I found out that cutscene that I let play because I had it freeze before. Yeah, that's not skippable. So if I die again, we get to watch it over and over again. It's not terribly long, so whatever. But this one is long, and I can't skip it.
It's my favorite cutscene.
And it makes my PS4 catch on fire every time it plays.
Every time an NPC or
yeah, seriously
pops up, your
PS4 just does whatever.
It turns into a space shuttle about to lift off.
It does what my PS3 does.
Does it do it as bad though?
Oh, it's nowhere near as bad.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay. Demolish the demons. Should mark that
they
off.
Just look like demons. Why would they even be called that?
Here, while I'm standing on this.
You live life on the edge.
Demolish the demons. Yeah, that was story. Not particularly surprised.
When is Psychonauts 2 coming out?
They still haven't given us a date, which worries me.
It's like that one game all over again. That Kickstarter game. That Tim Schafer was involved. My nose is getting stuffy. I'm getting a cold through Discord. It's all your fault.
I'm gonna stock up on my spears again.
I mean, they were doing work.
Yeah, there's a reason I use spears here. They do the most damage out of any weapon in the game, I think. At least, definitely out of all the ranged weapons. They do a lot of damage.
Less ammo, though.
Yeah, that's the trade-off.
Makes sense.
So that actually didn't take anywhere near as long as I was hoping / expecting.
You were hoping. What were you
Well,
hoping?
kind of hoping. Also, I would like to point out, too, and I actually meant to point this out at the beginning of the video, you can technically do that as soon as you go through Sleeping Village. So, everything with the pumpkin route in the asylum, we didn't have to do any of that in order to go to that level. So, you could have truly suffered right away.
Why didn't you do that?
I guess I'm not as much of a masochist as I think I am.
Apparently not. Which is only slightly disappointing.
Yeah, which, I mean, you do have to go through those levels still, because later on in the game you need items from those areas, but for the time being, you don't. Get off the table. There you go. You two as well, get off. There we go. All is right in the world. That one went flying.
Apparently so. There's probably one you barely tapped, too.
It's an item I never used. Okay. Okay, this guy's supposed to be German, but they're picking the strangest words to go with to show their personality. Oh, okay, I guess.
Shield.
Unfortunately, the shield's just not worth using. You're better off using the disposable ones.
Why is that again?
Because this shield has more health than the silver or bronze shields, but you can't pick them up on the arena. Instead, you restock its health through the vendors, which costs money.
Yeah,
so
but what
it
else
ends
are
up
you
not
gonna
being
use
worth
money
it.
on?
Well, I mean, for one, I'm gonna need to buy an item back from a goblin. That's a trophy. And that stuff is not cheap. It's a few thousand.
Yeah, but it's a shield. Can you really complain?
Right. Well, since we've ruined the world, let's see, what's the next level? I might just end the part here, depending on what it is. I don't mind having short parts. I don't actually think this level's that long. I'm gonna regret saying that, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, some things you just aren't supposed to say, and that was one of them. Whoop whoop! It's the sound of the police. I don't know why that song just got in my head.
Maybe because we were talking about the police so much earlier.
Were we? Oh,
Yeah, for the
were we?
Sue video.
I don't remember. I don't even know who you are, man. I don't even know who I am.
Cold and dark and reeking of death. We remember an ancient battle fought here between the forces of good and the dark armies of Zarek. Now the marshes are full of the restless dead.
No, I still can't hear the game, so I'm really worried that I'm gonna end up skipping over something and I can't hear it. Book, would you like to open? There we go.
On the map, on the map, on the map, on the map.
Right, I think she's done talking because the audio is a little bit lower now. Probably should have saved that, but oh well. Ah! Go away! Alright, so Spear's equipped. No, whatever. Spears are a good weapon. Oh, hi, Death. You know, Death is probably like the last guy we should be talking to right now. We're already dead. Oh, you're not Death. You're the boatman.
Oh, he's just the. He's
Okay.
just the, what are they called? The ferryman. He's just the ferryman.
Yeah.
Disappointing. If that was Death, I would have said, "All right, add one to Death."
Honestly, you might have been able to convince me to do that. Because at that point, it's like, ah!
Look. If Death comes along, you have to. It technically is an encounter with to death, you know?
I mean, you're not wrong. Whatever. I think you're supposed to switch those things out. Yeah. Ooh, got a vendor. This thing to repair your shield now.
Excuse me, oh my gosh. This is some good food, I'll have you know.
Well, good. It'd be tragic if it wasn't.
What?
I mean, it'd be a problem if it wasn't.
I would eat it anyway. No. See, this is the level I've been waiting for. The docks.
Wait, you've been to this level before, but you said you hadn't gone through Enchanted Earth. You have to go through Enchanted Earth to get here.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my most recent.
Oh, what was your most recent one then?
The one where I was playing with you. I've beaten this game. The one where I was
on your
playing
replay.
with you during one part. Huh?
Well, yeah, but didn't you say you were going through it again?
It was, but I forgot. Look, I've been caught up with Hollow Knight. Okay.
Fair enough. What's
Now
the
they're
deadline for that?
tight.
You never put it on the thing.
Probably next week.
There's a chalice. You have to come back for that.
I know M is still dealing with his stuff. His computer wasn't working, the new one he had set up. I didn't even know he was on Windows 7.
Doesn't really surprise me that he's the type that would use 7, though.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but, like, I thought he was using 10 this entire time. Because if I knew he was on 7, then I wouldn't have said, oh yeah, try the game out. So it's like this weird, awkward place. I just assumed everybody had Windows, or was using Windows 10. Point.
There. Couldn't have given the dash its own button, could you guys?
No, you have to double tap the run button.
I know. It's just when you're on such a small platform. I'm going to die.
That's called the game showing its age.
I mean, yes. But they could have changed that for the remake. Come on.
I know.
Changing arcade controls is pretty par for the course, that kind of thing.
I mean, if you want to talk... Yeah, if you want to talk... RE2 remake.
You completely cut out. All I heard is RE2.
Oh, I said you want a game like defines what you just said about changing archaic control schemes. RE2 remake. Then again, RE2 remake is basically like a new. It's the same game with some new stuff added that was in the betas, what have you. And then like it's in third person, like over the shoulder.
What was it before?
Tank controls with pre-rendered like backgrounds, like set up backgrounds and stuff. Like the old school survival horror thing, where the
tank
camera
controls
would
wouldn't
be...
necessarily change the camera.
Huh?
I mean, tank controls doesn't really dictate the camera though.
Yeah, but it has the like default, the default camera angle, or like not the default camera angle, but like each. It's the typical survival horror thing a long ago. Camera angle, and you'd have to walk to certain parts of the screen to change the camera angle. It's one of those things, like point and click games.
See, you should start with that. That I understand.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to explain it, and I realized it wasn't working very well.
Yeah, I'm not a horror guy at all, so
yeah, I was trying to figure out how to make it. So yeah, like point and clicks, essentially. Except you have to use tank controls. That was the original.
That's the horror of the game.
That's the real horror. Tank control.
Two more of those things. Ooh, there's a big bottle here. Yay! Okay, never mind. Not worried about health anymore. I'm gonna leave that vial there, just in case.
Guess what?
All toast, just toast, toast.
Close. Chicken tenders. That's what I'm eating.
You're a good man.
I was gonna say,
if we ever end up doing that trip to Disneyland, we better hope we can find a bunch of vendors that serve chicken tenders and toast.
chicken tenders will be easy. I don't know about the toast part.
Maybe we can find things that have toast in it. I would be content with that.
What if I just Google toast in Disneyland? Toast in Disneyland.
I don't think you need that vial that I was worried about before.
You can get French toast.
I'll accept that. They're just running on nothing. Also, the game's really dark, so I can't even see them, but they're over there. Yeah, there. What are you doing there, buddy? Oh, that... Okay. Finally,
He was showing you a magic trick.
I was very impressed. Well, I think I actually do need this now. I got hurdy stabbed quite a few times from that.
Did somebody say stab? Come here, Mayo.
Just get it over with.
Jeez. We have some weird dark humor. It's just gonna get progressively worse and worse, I swear. We should make a black comedy film.
So where do we draw the line, or do we not have a line?
There is no lines in comedy.
Oh boy. You know, that's a dangerous thing to say to me. Of all people. Like, I hope you realize that.
Alright, give me an example.
I'm not going there.
You know, if we
I
cared
can't go that
enough,
dark, that doesn't mean I want to.
if we cared enough to edit, I would like you should have just said like random stuff, and I should have been like, "Whoa, dude, you have to censor that now."
I mean, honestly, I'm not against editing, but not today. Not when I'm sick.
Being sick of my shit doesn't count.
I know. Yes, Mom.
What about Dad?
Yes, Dad.
No, Dad's in Disney.
Disney?
Yeah, he went without us.
Sounds about right.
He said we were the troubled children. Also, he said he couldn't find the key.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
then forget the
geez,
key.
that is
Just
so-
bring the whole basement in the closet with
hold on.
him.
Is this the solicitor? Hold on. Hello?
Hi, this is James from your local air duct cleaning company. If you are the type of person who cares...
Dang it. That's a pre-recorded
robocall.
message. Why is it always air ducts?
There's one more guy and he's over there just floating. How am I gonna get him?
I don't know. Remember, just shoot him with an arrow.
It won't
Longbow.
go and... Okay, there. There's two of them. There, the chalice can now be collected. Good.
I don't know what
This
is
is
what's
so glitched.
I don't understand what's up with air ducts being the solicitor choice of solicitation. Like, remember the last time I picked up and actually they were doing
like,
air
that's
ducts
an actual
too?
person, though, at least.
Can't believe they hung up on me just because I didn't give them a correct answer.
I mean, they probably hear that kind of stuff a lot. I doubt you're unique in that.
I mean, I don't think I am, but I just wanted to mess with them.
I almost vaguely remember getting training over people like that, actually, when I was applying for a call center. I didn't get the job, but they did train me over it.
Over people that are like screwing around.
Yeah.
Do you remember what they did? Like
Basically
for the
just
training?
hang up immediately because they're wasting your time.
Yeah, but these are solicitors. Were you gonna solicit? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I don't actually know for a fact because I didn't get the job.
So for all you could have known, you could have signed up to.
I mean, I
Place
didn't
that's
get the
just
job,
solicited.
so whatever.
They could have just been like taking money from innocent people, and you had no idea. Like,
Basically.
I mean, money is money, I guess. Hey, your phone vibrated.
No, it didn't.
Oh,
My phone's right in front of me.
the heck was that sound then?
Is it your phone?
No, I swear it came from your mic. My phone's right next to me. It wasn't like loud enough to be audible like that. It was more of just like that.
I mean, my phone is on vibrate, but
I
it
swear
should
it
have
was your
lighted
phone.
up or something.
I swear it was your phone. I'm not crazy. Well, I am crazy, but not this kind of crazy.
Alright, it's important. It becomes just a little bit more of a chore every single time. Wait, you didn't get off the desk. Get
Sounds like you're
off the
talking-
seat.
Sounds like you're talking to your dog. Get off the desk.
Get off the desk, boy.
What's the name of that chalice?
Timmy, get off the desk.
I don't know what
Fall.
poor Timmy did to deserve this.
really want to get that
Poor
sword.
Timmy.
I'm waiting on that one for a long time. It's basically an upgrade to the sword I have now.
Oh yeah! Let's make irate gamer jokes.
That's before my time.
I assume you mean the irate gamer,
Yeah.
because irate gamer jokes is not before him.
Yeah, like he was around when I started YouTube, but he was already a beam to the ground meme and nobody really watched him.
You want to know something sad?
Hit me with
I
it.
found
What is
him. I found him before AVGN, so I liked him more than AVGN. I was a dumb kid, okay?
I mean, to be fair, it was really easy to find him because YouTube really wanted to push him.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because AVGN swore like 6 times in a sentence, and that is not good for advertisers.
They didn't care about advertisers at the time.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
I don't even think that's I mean,
That's the official reason they gave.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That
They gave an official reason?
Yeah,
That's so weird.
yeah, that AVGN was way too advertiser unfriendly.
Meanwhile, he's made like a movie.
I mean, he's made his own money.
He's really like. I mean,
But
well,
anyway,
he's had a-
we can. I'm cutting this off here because I want this to go on for another 10 minutes. So thank you all for watching. Next.
see you all in 3 years.
Yep. And then we can go on to the lake, which is a level that I remember both as being really easy and nightmarishly difficult. So this will be fun.